Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Bonsai Blacksmith. Today we have the Paraná pine. Let's get started. So here we have the Paraná pine, also known as the Araucária, angustifolia. This is an ancient tree, some call it a living fossil. It's been around since someone says Triassic period. Let's go with that, Triassic, maybe earlier. And it has it has both masculine and feminine types. So it has two genders, really. If you can't have the other without the other. So we have some of their seeds here with us today. And we're not going to actually prune this tree. We're going to let it grow. It's got some growing to do. It's very young, maybe a couple years old. And as they grow, they lose their limbs down here. That's why they're a little droopy. And there's also other reasons these can droop. But this is the new growth this year up here. And as it grows, it has a very traditional candelabra style. And I'm going to share some photos and as we go through this video, I'll show you what the mature version of this tree looks like, which some of you already may know. This is also a very sacred tree to the indigenous of southern Brazil. It also has some cousins around the world, like the Norfolk pine, for instance. And there's another tree as well they found in Australia in a valley. The very, very old lineage of tree, the Araucária. And we're going to show you today how to plant this particular type and how to get the seeds. And I'm going to go ahead and change the angle now, so give you the close-up on the seeds and how we plant them. Here we have what they call a pinhão. This is Portuguese for this particular seed. This is actually like a chestnut to them because you can boil or roast these and eat them inside. I'll share some photos of those as well right after this video. Well, throughout the video, that is. So I'm going to take this pile of seeds. I'm going to show you how to process them to plant them in this seed tray. So go ahead and take your seeds or pinhão. And you're going to want to select the healthiest, larger ones. Set this aside for now. Select the larger ones for the planting. I got, a dozen cells here. So, no, more, 15 cells. So I got 15 cells. I'll take the 15 plumpest seeds. Because that's stored energy, the plant fat. The parent tree made sure the seed had enough energy to be able to grow and survive. So what you do is take the junky pair of clippers you have you clip off the tip here, and by doing that it's a little easier said than done. By taking this tip off, you allow the moisture to get into the bottom, okay? And that moisture will save 3 months on this from germinating. And you stick it into the soil with the cut down, like so. And it's just crowning out like that. It's almost like it's like on purpose. If you see the shape of this thing, it's like it's divinely built for that just to be built, to easily be placed into the ground. So I'm gonna superimpose another photo of what these cones, these are actually just parts of a pine cone. This is a pine tree, so they're really interesting. So I'll show you the photos of both what the pine cone looks like and the male flower looks like now. Oopa. Got to be careful. You want to cut too deep. Now that you've seen the pine cones, you can appreciate this and the scope of the tree and how many you would get out of one pine cone falling to the ground. And after I'm done clipping and placing these, I'm going to show you what they look like cooked when you strip the outer skin off them. I'm not saying they're not terribly flavorful. They're not terrible at all. They're actually more of an accompaniment to other foods and stews. So if you've never had this before, I highly recommend it. But it's really hard to get outside of South America, being that this tree's range is the Mata Atlantica. It goes all the way to central Chile. You can find a cousin of these in Chile as well. They have a slightly different name, but definitely part of the same genus. So we've got most of these placed. Got 3 more to go, and then the last stage is quite simple, and we all know that the last stage is we just need to water these, and to keep the soil damp. You don't want to keep it in a swamp per se, but you definitely need to keep that damp. I got room for one more. I'll put that in there. Here. So all right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and spritz these down. Like so. And I'll do this every day for the next 2 weeks. And you should see results within a month or less. Right now we're going into winter here, which these are just falling off the trees a few weeks ago. These are sold in the supermarkets. So I imagine naturally they sit in the ground all winter and they sprout in the September, which is about a 3-month winter. And by cutting the tips, they're going to sprout earlier. So that is a good sign. If anyone has any questions about the tree and how to take care of the tree, you can check out a previous video that I've done. Also, if you have any questions about how to take care of the tree that I don't answer that question, go ahead and leave a comment there or here, and I'm happy to answer them for you. And I want to thank you all for hanging out with me in another video of the Bonsai Blacksmith, and how to plant yet another rare species of tree. And consider liking and subscribing if you want to know more. And until next time, take care.